lost my phone.
Well, that's no good.
I don't know where my phone is.
You know, it's funny. I just listening to that start to play.
It's right here.
I was bouncing. I was
You were
having a good time.
bouncing?
I was bouncing. I was shoulder shrugging, bouncing. I think we have the best opening song for any podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll agree.
Yeah. Challenge that with anybody. I don't care.
There's a podcast I've been listening to recently. Have you listened to The Office Ladies? 'Cause
Yes.
we both love The Office.
I do enjoy The Office Ladies.
So here's the thing. I enjoy some parts of The Office Ladies.
Yeah.
Like the inside tips and some of the guests that they talk about.
Sure.
And it's got really cool information.
The little stories.
But God, I cannot stand those two ladies.
Really?
They're so annoying because they're the same person and they always repeat each other.
They do.
And she's like, "Oh, it's this time." It's like if it's annoying.
Angela gets a little much.
Yeah.
At times.
Yes, but
Jenna Fisher, I'm great with all day.
They still both just when they get excited and their voices go up though, and then they repeat.
They're very much the same person.
They're
I
the
agree
same.
with that.
Okay, so that I think is the
Yeah.
problem when it's one show because we're not the same person.
We're very different.
We're not the same person.
Very
I mean, you
different.
were over there bouncing.
I was.
I was over here dancing.
No, I was bouncing. I was seat dancing, bouncing.
Okay.
You were not dancing. You were like, "Where's my phone?" Look around for your phone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You were more so reverberating.
Okay.
Just the sound waves coming off the speaker.
I'm large.
Yeah.
That happens.
So that's also a different person. You're taller than I am.
I am.
I'm shorter than you are.
You're married?
Yet surprisingly, I am married.
Yeah.
But
you have kids.
Surprisingly, I was going to go there. You're tall. I'm short, right?
Yeah.
But our legs are the same size, which is a very strange thing, and it's true.
It's weird that you've hung on this topic for a while. We haven't talked about it here.
Right. Because I wear 32. You wear. You don't have to say as far as waist size goes if you don't want to say.
It's larger than that. Yeah.
But the length is 30.
30. Yeah.
30. We're supposed to say it at the same time.
Oh.
The length is
30.
30.
You
right.
didn't do it at the same time.
See, there you go. Because we're not the same person.
We are not.
And that's why.
42, by the way.
It was very
42, 30.
for those of you who want to buy Mosum pants.
Sure.
Yeah. I was like shocked the first time that
You're like, no way. No way we're the same length.
We got on the topic of pant size
I have
somehow.
short legs. I am all torso.
I don't understand how that's
I'm
possible.
all torso.
So everything from the waist up is bigger than from the waist down.
I'm not going there.
Is
But
what
I'm
we're saying.
I am saying that my torso up is a foot different than yours. Well, maybe not a foot, but pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm
maybe
6'3", so
half a foot.
half a foot, 6 inches more from the waist up.
It's a lot
And
of torso.
I'll leave that alone for
It's
the
a
waist
lot.
down.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of torso.
It is.
Yeah, definitely
A
not
lot
6
of
inches
torso.
more from the waist down.
Well, I don't want to have that competition or that conversation.
We're the same size down there.
I don't.
What are your feet size?
14.
I was talking about legs. I was talking about legs. You pervert. You disgust
I
me.
said nothing else. We're
but,
not
but
having
then you,
that
but then you
conversation.
also have giant man feet.
I do have
Okay.
giant man feet.
Giant
Fred
bear
Flintstone
feet.
feet. Yeah.
Flintstone feet.
Yeah. Fred Flintstone feet.
Baloo feet.
I do have kind of blue feet.
Yeah.
Not blue feet, but baloo feet.
Well, that's because of your circulation. is what
I guess that could happen.
That's what that's all about.
So I stopped for tea on the way here, and I asked the girl at the window, "How are you today?" Just being kind and conversational,
Okay.
as people would be.
Okay.
And she used a word. She made up a word. I mean, all words are made up. We've had that discussion too.
All words are made up.
All words are made up.
I mean, I guess at one point in time they had to have been.
Right. All words are made up.
Sure.
So it's not a big deal. But I said, "How are you?" And her answer was phantasmagorical.
What?
I said, "Really?" She said, "I am phantasmagorical."
Do you know what the correct follow-up question is?
No.
Do you have any friends?
Why?
I don't think she has any friends. That's just
Why? Just because she has a fun word?
she made up that word.
It's a good word.
Someone with friends doesn't need to make up that word.
Oh, I don't know. But it was kind of funny. I was like,
bet-
phantasmagorical.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I am as well. Whatever
Okay.
that means.
Well, yeah.
But
so
good for
okay,
her.
so
Good for her.
whatever that means, you don't know what that means. What if that's her way of saying my age just went full blown?
No, I don't think that's it.
You
I
don't know.
Look.
You don't know.
Look, she
You
said
don't
it
know.
with a smile, happy face while handing me my tea.
Which tastes coffee-ish today.
Really?
It's sometimes it's the one issue I have with Dunkin' Donuts
Mine's
iced
great.
teas. Sometimes you get the little bit of a coffee-ish.
Mine's great. But you have a very delicate palate.
Discerning palate.
I'd say delicate.
Discerning palate.
It's delicate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, do you have any words that you say that aren't really words?
I'm sure I do. I don't know as I could.
Not as in like you think it's a word.
Like motastic.
Yeah,
It's a great word.
is motastic.
That's a great word.
Have a motastic day.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? I am motastic today.
I am motastic. What's the definition of motastic?
It is when Mo, myself, is feeling great.
Okay. My definition? Short on the bottom,
Definition?
tall on the top.
Definition?
Yeah. I'm going to edit this so that I don't stutter right there.
No, you can't. No edits. Sorry.
Yeah, no. We haven't edited the show
In a long time.
By
the way, quick shout out. I was up in the Hartford this week.
Ooh, free shout outs?
Yeah, well, look, it's one of our fans.
Oh, okay.
Who told me, I walked into the room and he looked at me and went, banana pudding, banana pudding. I said, oh, look at you listening to the show.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great stuff. So and so was that banana pudding.
Does he get a shout out? Who was it?
That was Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Greg, thanks for listening, buddy. And he said, hey, when are you doing another show? I'm caught up. And we've been a little slow. You've been really busy this year. I've been really busy this year.
Yeah.
And we don't even have a lot of baseball to take up that time.
Yeah.
We've been really busy.
Yeah.
So, sadly, not as many shout-outs to places like Candlewood Valley Country Club, the number one place to go play golf, meet your friends, have a bite to eat in a COVID-safe environment. Stop by and see that new trailer. It's badass where they have a bar set up, CandlewoodValleyGolf.com.
Golf is inherently COVID safe, right? I mean,
I would think for the most part, you don't touch anyone else's balls.
Correct.
You are outside where the wind is blowing, where the fresh air is.
Yep.
You really, unless you're sitting in the golf cart with someone.
Uh-huh.
But I'd feel comfortable sitting in a golf cart with you.
Yeah.
Because you've had your shots.
Yeah, we've been shot.
I've had my shots.
Yep. I'm almost fully baked. I am fully baked in 2 more days.
I've been fully baked for a while.
Yes. And the day after I'm fully baked, I'm getting on a plane.
Nice.
Right.
Where are you headed?
St. Croix.
Awesome.
A little Virgin Island action. Because Liz was like, oh, can you guys wait to get back to normal? I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Oh, now I know what that means. I'm getting on a plane and I'm going on a vacation to a
So you're going to see your friend down there?
I'll see him for a couple days.
And
see him a
you're
little
going to
bit.
stop by at a place, I'm going to tell you now. I've never been.
Oh,
I've never been to St. Croix.
okay.
But there's a bar there owned by brothers from New Milford.
From our town, right?
Yeah.
You've mentioned this before. What's it called?
It's called Rum Runners.
Rum Runners.
And you'll have to stop by Rum Runners and say hello. There's a free shout out to anyone going to St. Croix. Stop by Rum Runners.
By Rum Runners. Okay.
Rum Runners.
I'm Googling it right now.
Great place.
I expect to have a lot of rum.
Yeah? You're a rum guy?
A lot. I am not a rum guy.
Yeah.
Unless I'm on vacation.
And you become a rum guy on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Because, I mean, like, the painkiller is the drink of choice down there, right? So I've only been to the Virgin Islands once. I think they make them in Key West as well, though, the painkiller. But it's great. It's a rum-based drink with, I think there's coconut milk. I don't know. But the best part is there's fresh nutmeg that's just ground right on top of it. And it's just like...
Wow.
Oh, God. It's so good. You know, I'm not like sitting in Connecticut and being like, oh, I'm just going to start making mojitos. I mean, Captain and Coke is not my thing. You could.
On a nice warm day, maybe that's the choice.
See, I would go with like
mojito's refreshing.
Yeah, it is a very refreshing drink. It is a very refreshing drink. I still would go with on like a hot beach day or something like that, probably something vodka based. I would go a little bit vodka based. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Well,
I like a vodka soda.
That's
refreshing.
I booked a hotel room today.
Ooh, to where?
Chicago.
Oh, when?
In July.
Oh.
In July.
So you are going back out there?
I am going back out to Chicago.
I was thinking of going in June, actually.
I've been there twice in 19 years.
Oh, okay.
And this is the big part that's hard to understand, but as a lifelong Cub fan, I've never been to Wrigley Field.
I know.
And I'm going to Wrigley. I'm going to find a way. The weekend I'm going happens to be the Cubs are home.
Okay.
It's the last series before the All-Star break, and they're playing St. Louis.
Oh, that's the rivalry.
So I got to find it. I got to find a way to get in there. I looked to see if the White Sox were playing. They're not there that weekend.
Okay.
So I'm not able to do that, but I did book my hotel on the Miracle Mile.
There you go. Is this a work thing you're doing?
It's a legislative conference.
It is the gaming thing you were talking about. Yeah.
So it's a work-related thing on Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I've booked the room for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and coming home Tuesday, I believe.
I don't know if my sister listens to this show.
I don't know.
But we're thinking of actually going out there just for like a day and a half, 2 days for her birthday, because we're going to be in Ohio visiting the in-laws.
That's awesome.
It's only like a 4.5 hour drive.
Nothing from there.
I mean,
that's nothing.
It's a drive.
For us, I mean, 4 hours is nothing in the car.
With 2 kids.
A little tougher.
Yeah.
But, some Benadryl works really well.
I don't think I'm about to do that.
Listen, girls, it's allergy time. You need to take this little pink Benadryl pill. Take care of your allergies. And boom, they're asleep.
I think it would be a liquid.
They're asleep the entire time.
Age.
Well, it might be. Yeah, that's fine.
But I was actually so when you said that, I was like, oh, maybe if you're there like June 23rd.
I'm not going to be there.
So.
It's like 2 weeks difference. It's like 2 weeks. I'm going, I think, the 10th of July.
Oh, okay.
So a couple weeks off. But I offered if you wanted to go. I'm getting the room already. You're welcome to come out with me.
Well, maybe I'll go back. Okay. Rum Runners is 31 minutes from the resort I'm staying at.
Perfect.
So that's going to be...
So it'll take you 31 minutes to get there and an hour and a half to get home. The difference...
Looks like that.
The difference is staggering.
That is true. That is true. It looks like... Oh, there's a golf club on my resort? Wait a minute.
There's a golf club?
Like a club, like a country club.
It's just weird to say a club on
it sounds like I'm swinging a golf club. Yeah.
Like there's a 9-iron sitting there. Yeah,
so would you rather go down to St. Croix and play at the Carambola Golf Club, or would you rather stay here in New Milford and play?
Candlewood Valley Country Club, the #1 place to go play golf, meet your friends, have a bite to eat in a COVID-safe environment, and check out that new beer trailer, that new bar trailer that they build that's right outside. Visit CandlewoodValleyGolf.com.
So yes,
I'd rather go to Candlewood because I love Candlewood.
I have to take Route 69 to get to Rum Runners. So, well, here's a question then.
Yeah.
How do you... The roads go up to Route 75. There's a 707. There's a Route 652.
How is there 707 roads in St. Croix?
Well, like state highways. I mean, I don't know if they call them state highway or what the deal is, but yeah. Well, it's the same way in Hawaii. There's an interstate.
Yeah, there is no interstate.
How do you interstate? No. There's not even inter-island roads.
Right, exactly.
It's how does this work?
I agree.
Yeah, 707. How do you number these?
I am jealous of the St. Croix trip. I'd love to go to St. Croix.
I'm very much looking. Here's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. Okay,
seeing the water.
Apparently, yes, beaches, yes,
yeah.
Being kidless for a week will be nice.
Wow.
I love the girls. I love them to death.
I know you do.
But I'll tell you, there's going to be something to this chilling with my wife and getting drunk every day and eating good food. And
good for you. Good for you both. You know what? And let me tell you, your wife has earned this all around.
Oh, yes.
She has earned a trip. Beyond earned a trip.
Just by virtue of being married to me.
That's no question. Yeah. But with her job.
Oh, yeah.
With her job. She deserves a good... some good time away. No, it's been a tough year. Plus,
just a bit,
and then some. I mean, didn't she have like someone walk into the ER in their hospital and like pull out a gun? Like that's insane.
I mean, it happened. It wasn't like it. Yeah, yes, it did happen. It wasn't like she wasn't there.
It was like a desk pop.
She was like a couple floors up.
Right, but the guy shot up into the ceiling. Pew, pew, pew.
I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's scary stuff. Scary stuff.
Hey man, when in New York.
Do as New Yorkers do, I guess.
Do as New Yorkers do. So the last thing I'm going to talk about with this whole island trip.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the whole recap when I get back of this one thing.
I'm dying to hear about this whole trip.
I have heard of this pig that lives in the rainforest.
Okay.
There's this woman who has a pig in the rainforest. Mm-hmm. And evidently, you can go, she has a vending machine, you buy cans of beer, and you throw them at the pig, and it eats it out of midair.
No kidding.
Aluminum and all.
It eats the can.
Eats the can and everything.
Doesn't that cause digestive issues?
So I heard this is not the first generation of said pig to be doing this.
Wow.
So the parents probably didn't survive. So here's the question. Well, parents definitely didn't survive. But here's the question. Is the beer delicious because it's been marinating in beer?
Is the beer delicious?
I'm going to start this again. Is the pig delicious? Is the pig delicious because it's been marinating in all this beer?
It's been marinating in aluminum.
But it's also the aluminum.
Yeah.
So is that poisonous? Is that going to kill you?
I don't know, but you're not going to eat that pig anyway. That pig's a featured star of the island.
Let's say the pig happens to die. And you're in the middle of the rainforest, and let's say Route 707's closed for renumbering.
And you have to eat the pig?
And you have to eat the pig.
I mean, I would try it.
Do you think it's going to be a delicious pig? Do you think the meat in said pig would be good?
I don't see why not. Mm-hmm. I don't see why not. You eat weird things. I'm sure you'd be delicious. If we were to be stuck in the rainforest,
I think I would be really stringy.
No, you'd be a little fatty, which is good.
Oh, 100%.
You'll marinate a little bit. You've been pickled.
You can caramelize that. Oh, yeah.
So I think you'd be delicious. Yeah.
little spicy.
Yeah.
There's got to be a little bit
There's
of
got to be some spice.
spice.
Yeah, I'm avoiding certain areas, but yeah.
So, if you were a cannibal, what part of the body do you think would be the best?
Well,
Now we're going on a weird tangent.
It's a strange rabbit hole to
I'm
go
done
down.
talking about vacation.
So-
we're going into cannibalism.
Let's say you go. The best part of the pig, the best part of a cow, tends to be the rump area. It's the tuchus.
The tuchus.
The tuchus. Is that good?
I don't know.
Did I get enough on the mic there?
The belly is pretty good, though.
Yeah, the belly is good.
All right, that pork
But that's
belly.
a lot of fat, though.
Yeah.
For you or me.
Yeah.
A little more fat in the belly.
Well,
I want to work the grill with the belly.
yeah. Okay.
You want to work that over. And then I'd say probably the, like the breast and the thigh.
Isn't I think Hannibal Lecter liked this, like the back, like this part of the back right here.
Yeah, the lower back.
Yeah, the lower back on the sides. If I'm not
I
mistaken.
would think like the shoulders would be tough,
yeah.
but I think something a little fatty, a little meaty. Yeah, I would say.
There's the tongue,
Oh, that'd be the delicacy, wouldn't it?
maybe.
Might be.
Do you like organ meat? Are you
not
an
the
organ
ear.
meat guy? Do you like liver?
No, I don't like liver.
You don't like liver?
No. I mean, imagine eating your liver. Words
No,
are hard.
That wouldn't be good. The my grandmother is renowned for making the best chopped liver.
Okay.
Right. I think it's fucking heinous.
Yeah,
It's
well,
gross.
liver's
Chopped
gross.
liver in general.
Yeah, liver's gross.
But people who like chopped liver, they're like, this is the best chopped
Although
liver.
I will tell you, I enjoy haggis.
You like a haggis.
I like a haggis.
Yeah.
Delicious.
You
So I don't know. It would all depend.
But do you, yeah. Well, I mean, okay, I like pate, though. I like foie gras.
Right?
But that's only because I know the animal was tortured on its way to being... No. It is, yeah, foie gras is not...
Yeah.
Do you think about that, like a lot of people, like, I'm not going to eat veal because it's not nice how they treat the cow. But, like, I order veal, and it's good.
Well, there's something to be said for they wouldn't have a life at all if they were not raised to be veal. They're being raised to be slaughtered.
Okay, so where do you live on, or where do you stand on this? It's actually, this is an interesting, like, personally, I'm like, look, if the veal's on the shelf, if I don't eat it, then it's going to spoil.
Bad, if it goes bad and spoils.
And then the poor cow died in vain, died for nothing. Lived and died for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, like lamb.
Exactly.
Lamb
and I
and
love
veal.
lamb. I love lamb. But
delicious.
People will be like, oh, well, that the lamb was tortured or this and that. And I'm just like,
do you eat chicken? Because most of the chickens are not treated well.
God, I shot something at a Tyson chicken farm. I shot a movie there.
Really? Okay.
Back in college. And I did not eat commercial poultry for a long time.
You had a tough time with it.
It's just, I mean,
they're in a cage. I mean, even if they're cageless, they're really not treated well.
No. Cage free doesn't mean
Doesn't mean they're roaming. They're roaming. They're having a wonderful life. No.
It literally means they're shoulder, they're wing to wing, they're beak to beak with another 1,000+ chickens.
Right. In one building.
And just in a cloud of their own ammonia.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's gross.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, if you're going to say you don't eat meat for that reason, you're concerned, fine, I respect that. If you don't eat meat for health reasons, whatever, I respect that. You have your own beliefs. You do what you want to do.
I just care about your beliefs. Like, do you care? Do you think about that?
No, the food is there. It's food. We eat. We're human. We eat other animals.
It's good to be at the top of the food chain.
It is. It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing to be at the top of the food chain.
However, I will say top of the food chain belongs to the animals in the wild. So if you're in the jungle with that pig, you're not the top of the food chain if you're in a jungle.
If I'm armed?
When do you travel armed? Are you going to be packing going to St. Croix?
Someone might be.
No, I'm just saying you were in the. So say you're
I don't
not.
think I can. I don't think I can fly
I don't think you
armed to
can.
St. Croix.
So you
right
don't
now,
have a
though.
weapon. By the way, when I booked my room today in Chicago, they told me in their thing they have to read off. The guy said no, they do not allow anyone armed, permit or not. There's no sidearms. There's no weapons allowed in the hotel.
Okay.
I thought that was odd. I've never heard that before in all the hotels I've stayed at over the years.
It is
never been a
Chicago,
thing.
though. It is Chicago.
I get it. But
There's a lot of gun violence in Chicago.
I've stayed in Chicago, and I've never had that concern before.
I don't think it was as bad back then as it is now.
I have to tell you,
Chicago's got some problems.
One other quick story about where I'm staying.
Go.
On the Miracle Mile.
Okay.
The Miracle Mile has like an under mile. Like underneath the main level, there's like another world.
Yeah, the underworld. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Sure.
and I am staying literally a block away from my favorite place that I went to 19 years ago.
Like a favorite, like what? Like
It's a block away for me to get a beer and something to eat, and
From
I'll
a
be
restaurant.
there at least once.
Tell me.
Billy Goat Tavern.
Oh,
I'm
the
staying
Billy
a
Goat
block
Tavern.
away from the Billy Goat.
That's pretty cool.
So, and you know the other story of the Billy Goat. Aside from the story of the goat,
I do.
the Chicago story
Right.
of the goat, which
But
is
enlighten our listener.
so not in 2016, but many years prior. Cubs were in the World Series, and a guy bought a ticket for his goat.
Many years prior.
many years prior.
Yeah.
Bought a ticket for his goat and wanted to bring his goat to the World Series. Okay, like some people might bring a dog. He bought a ticket for his goat.
Yeah.
He got to the gate and they said, "No, sorry, sir, your goat's not welcome here." The guy owned a bar in Chicago. Mm-hmm. He said, "What do you mean? I come here all the time. I buy tickets." I don't know if he's a season ticket holder, but he was there all the time.
Sure.
They said, "Sorry, your goat is not allowed," and he cursed the Cubs for not allowing his goat in. And the Cubs didn't win a World Series for many, many years.
Like the guy from the Stephen King movie that.
Right.
Ooh, we'll talk about that next. Would you
Right.
like to be cursed thinner? Yes or no?
No,
Okay.
no,
Good.
I'm happier this way.
Oh, okay.
I'm a happy fat guy. So, the goat.
Sorry about
If
that.
you could look at me and go, 25 pounds, then maybe we could have a conversation. But no, because those people all died. Super Thin died.
Slightly smaller BMI. Yeah.
So this guy, not only after this, so for years later at Wrigley Field, when the Cubs were having a streak, they're playing well.
Yep.
They would bring a goat into the field and walk a goat around the field. Like, look, we love goats. Goats are welcome again. See,
To try to break the curse.
Try to break the curse.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
No.
We did with Theo Epstein to break the curse like you did. So we, last time I was there, not the last time before I was there,
Yeah.
surprised my brother as he was with me, and we went to the Billy Goat Tavern, where the head of the original goat is stuffed above the bar.
It's up the bar. Yeah.
That head is still there.
Right.
But it's known for another thing. Do you know the other thing the Billy Goat Tavern is known for?
No. Unless it's Married with Children related, I don't know much about Chicago.
It's not, but here's the thing. It's very close to Second City Comedy.
Oh, I know about Second
And
City
all
Comedy.
the guys
yeah.
from Second City used to go to the Billy Goat Tavern. They all hung out there all the time.
Okay.
And eventually, on Saturday Night Live, which was a lot of Second City guys,
Stop Bears.
you had guys like Dan Aykroyd,
yeah.
who was part of that, and
Yep.
Belushi, who was part of that,
Yep.
Second City. They made a sketch on SNL based on Billy Goat Tavern, but never said Billy Goat.
But that was the Bears.
No, that's not the Bears.
Okay, what is it?
Cheeseburger.
Oh.
So that's an old sketch. If you don't know the show, look that up. It was great. Where people come in and go, like, "Hey, can I get a sandwich? Cheeseburger." No, I don't want a cheeseburger. I want a couple of eggs. Cheeseburger. That's all you got, no matter what it was, cheeseburger. So I bring my brother into this place, and it's not like a regular restaurant. It's like a sunken lodge room kind of thing.
Okay.
And you go up to the bar, and they had Billy Goat beer. So of course, I'm like, "Can we get 2 of those?" And he goes,
Two Billy Goats?
He goes, "You want something?" Meanwhile, my brother still has no idea about the
Right.
rest of it. We got
Yeah.
Billy Goat beers. He knew the Billy Goat story, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
He goes, "You guys want something to eat? Want something to eat? Hey, Speedo, double cheeseburger. My brother goes, "Are you kidding me? This is the place?" I'm like, "This is the place." And they did it just on their own. Like, this is how it's done. So I am dying to get another cheeseburger from Billy Goat Tavern.
There you go.
And it's literally walk across the street from the hotel, go down the next level, boom, there it is, the original.
That's great.
The real deal. So I am so stoked when I saw that today, and I was saddened by the other restaurant I was hoping to go to. The other restaurant that I mentioned to your sister when she was here.
Oh, yeah.
Was
The
a place called Tommy Gunn's Garage.
gangster kind of thing. Yeah.
It's closed permanently.
No.
So sad about
Oh.
that. That's definitely more South Side. So that's okay. I probably don't need to go on the South Side of Chicago too much.
Not especially if you're not allowed to be armed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the best, but it's about a 40-minute ride on the train to go to Wrigley Field from the hotel.
Okay.
You walk over like 2.5 blocks, jump on the train, 40 minutes, you're there.
Are you going to go to the Wiener Circle?
I would love to.
Which
I
is,
would love to.
for those who don't know, that's the hot dog place that they will swear at you and cuss you out, and they don't have many good manners there.
No, but that's fine. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go. I definitely need to get a couple of good Chicago hot dogs.
Oh, the Chicago Vienna dogs.
Ah,
They're
nothing
the
like
best. The pizza, blah, I can live without it. I'm fine.
Deep
with it.
dish?
I can live without deep dish.
It's nice.
I'll have a nice Lumonati makes a good casserole.
Sure.
Absolutely.
It's a casserole.
It's
I
a
agree with
casserole.
that.
But oh man, but there is not a city that makes a better hot dog.
Well, that's a valid argument for a lot of places.
Yeah,
too.
and I mean,
New York will fight you on that.
New York will fight me on
Dirty water
on the
dogs.
dirty water dogs,
Oh.
or you got the dirt dogs out there in L.A.
Yes.
wrapped in the bacon that are cooked on a shopping
Boston
cart.
has great hot dogs.
Fenway Franks are absolutely great.
Unfortunately, for so many years, you couldn't get one in October. That was the problem.
Yeah, yeah. You win one World Series in
it's a good
108
joke.
years, and all of a sudden you.
It's a good joke. It kills the joke after 108 years.
I know.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started looking at tickets. They don't even have tickets for sale for the Cubs yet because of COVID. They have like you can sign your name
waiting
up
list.
and be on the waiting list and get notified if you get tickets. So I did reach out. I don't have any swag. I have no pull in Chicago. And I reached out to my friend who works for the White Sox and said, hey, just in case, maybe. And they ended the text with, thank you, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. So we'll see how that goes. He hasn't responded yet. That was this morning. So, yeah, not looking good. But I am certainly excited to be in Chicago again. The only downside is the Miracle Mile is like a 45-minute ride from O'Hare and about 30 minutes from
O'Hare's
Midway.
out there. It's far.
It's about 30 minutes from Midway. So I had to tinker with flights and see where I'm going to fly into. And I'm certainly not parking there. I'm certainly not driving because the hotel is like $75 a night to park your car.
Yeah, that's city parking prices.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I'm not doing that.
I like Midway. I like
I think
Midway.
if I can go into Midway and
small.
Uber my way,
It's small, easy to navigate.
Yeah.
O'Hare's huge, and there's always delays.
Midway, Uber. That's what I'm hoping for.
There
But
you go.
That's going to be tomorrow's adventure,
There you go. All right.
booking my airfare.
Well, if anybody has any pull in Chicago and wants to get some tickets for dates,
It's July 9th, 10th, or 11th.
there you go.
I would be eternally in your debt.
Okay.
Yeah. And especially if anyone has any inside scoop, because the coolest thing for me to come back with would be one photo of me with, like, Ross the Boss. How cool would that be?
That'd be great.
That would be up there. That would be like, hey, look, I'm doing this for the first time in how many years to go to Chicago, a city I love, and it's a very important year for me in my age. So it's kind of a cool thing for me to be able to take that step. It's one of those landmark years.
There you go.
For the first time to be at Wrigley Field. I do have a friend that lives 3 minutes from Wrigley. Mm-hmm. He's right in that community. Mm-hmm. And he's an on-air personality. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he has the swag. We've had that discussion. Mm-hmm. Which is too bad. Normally, radio station personality in Chicago, you might have a little something. Mm-hmm. No, not so much.
Now, did you think about reaching out to your friend's sister who happens to be DJ for both the Bulls and the Cubs?
You didn't tell me DJ for the Cubs.
Oh, she's played Cub events.
What?
Yeah.
We had that discussion when she was here, and she kind of brushed by it, so I didn't want to abuse a friendship.
Oh, I'll abuse it. Whatever.
You know, it would be me abusing a friendship.
I'll ask on your behalf.
That would be pretty amazing.
If I'm able to secure you tickets, though, you must bring me back hot dog.
I'll pack a hot dog for you. I have no problem with that. Well, I have to put it in my luggage and bring it back to you. I don't think you want that. You should come out and join me for that. I'll pick up the hotel. You can stay in my hotel room.
No, I want my own room.
Well, it's fine. Do what you want. I'm offering you can crash in my room if you want.
All right.
It's king size bed, so
All right. We'll see what we can figure out. So
I'm a good snuggler.
There's a couple voicemails. The light's blinking.
yeah.
So
Let's hit it.
Liz has been bored for a couple weeks, so I'm assuming they're both
Assuming
her.
they're both Liz.
Or one of them's Vin. I don't know. Whatever.
That'd be nice to hear
You know
from
who I
Vin.
haven't heard from in a while is Matt or Dave. We
Or
haven't heard from
Greg.
them. Or Greg.
Greg has called in.
Yeah.
Or Sarah. Sarah called us once.
Yeah, that one time.
Yeah.
You guys got to pick up the slack. How can they reach us?
Pick up the phone.
And
6317 Mike Mo.
that's 6317 MYKEMO.
Oh, I like that.
Wow. Anyways.
Let's play it. Let's play
Anyways.
it. All right, jump to it, buddy.
Hey guys, it's Liz. Just calling in with my vote on what Myke should do with his faulty equipment. This is the reason women save receipts, you guys. We do the switcheroo all the time. It is what it is. The manufacturers don't care. It costs them nothing. And then they fix it and then they resell it anyway. So that's probably how Myke got that piece of crap in the first place. Do it, Myke. Go ahead. Get your money back.
I'm disappointed, Liz.
You know, I'm on Team Liz on this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. But, you know, I'm disappointed with Liz's ethics.
She says that every woman does it.
Yeah, I don't think she can speak for every woman.
She's every woman. returning.
Why are you singing so much today?
Da, 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 da. I don't know. I still haven't returned. I'm trying to repair it myself, actually.
Yeah, I don't think it's ethically.
Blah, blah,
Words
blah,
are
blah,
hard
blah,
today.
blah, blah, blah.
I don't think it's ethically right to do so. That's just me. But Liz thinks differently. That's okay. That's why this world is a great place. We can think differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I have on that. Sorry, not a lot to run with on that call. Is there another call?
Yeah. It was
Let's go to the second call.
It was blinking twice. Well, no, I'm thank you for
We did ask her.
for validating.
We did ask.
We did it. We did ask. So thank you for validating.
I still disagree. Bad
Hey
ethics.
guys, it's Liz. As you can tell, I'm clearly running out of questions to ask. Called in with some recommendations.
That's not your
I'm
job.
sure you guys know I'm a big fan of documentaries, so I want to recommend Kid 90 on Hulu and The Orange Years, which is also on Hulu. They are amazing, especially if you were a kid in the 90s watching TV. It is fantastic. And also Kim's Convenience on Netflix. I will never stop recommending that show because it is brilliant. And that's it. Love you guys. Sorry I have no questions left. Have a great day.
She's happy about that.
Yeah.
She's giddy.
Well, I'm going to make a recommendation.
All right. Can I first say recommendation? Don't get Hulu because I hate Hulu.
I know how you hate Hulu.
All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
My recommendation?
Yeah.
Start your own fucking podcast. All right.
Yeah. We didn't ask for that. So you bring something to the table.
No,
But,
I know. See, what's going to happen, I know, is that Liz's next question is going to be fire.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be fire.
Because she dips and then she skyrockets.
It's going to be, you're rebounding like Rodman in the next episode.
Oh yeah.
I feel it. I feel it.
She won't get that reference, but that's a good
It's a good one, right?
analogy. That's great.
It's not bad.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Staying on the Chicago theme
Well
today.
played. Yeah, it's a Chicago kind of day.
You know
That's
what's
why
on-
we didn't hear from Chicago Vin. It's too bad.
You know what's on Hulu?
What's on Hulu?
Married with Children.
Okay, I guess that's why you like it. That's fair.
You know where that's based in?
It's Chicago.
Chicago.
A little outside Chicago.
There's a fountain.
Yeah.
There's a bean in Chicago.
Should I go find the fountain? Take a picture in the fountain?
It's right in Grant Park.
Should I go do that?
Yeah, you should take a picture by the fountain.
Yeah.
It's right in Grant Park, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
It's been many years since I was there. Last time I was there,
I've been there.
I was delivering a field, an actual turf field. I had to deliver.
Like Grant Park? You brought Grant Park into...
No, well, this is back when I was doing football in Orlando. We were moving our field, and we didn't have a turf to go with, so we bought the old Chicago field, right? Which was out at the Rosemont.
Uh-huh.
I had to go out to the Rosemont. We had to literally roll it up. It was already rolled. We had to put it onto a train bed, like with forklifts.
What?
And ship it to Orlando. It was the cheapest way to send it down there. And it was funny because right before I got there, they got done rolling it up. They left it up in the Rosemont because they left the uprights up because, the uprights for arena football are tighter than NFL.
Yes.
They're really tight.
I like how you're showing me.
I gave you the horns.
That's good, yeah.
But yeah, Robbie Gould used to use it from the Bears, used to go in there and practice because if you practice on a smaller target, you can easily hit a bigger target. So he used to practice
smart,
with that,
actually.
on that field and with those uprights. So I had to go out to Chicago and buy them. I had to go deliver the cash and literally physically load them onto a train bed, to a platform. And I walked by Wrigley that day.
Okay.
I said, I'm here. I'm driving down to Wrigley. And I drove down to Wrigley, or I should say up to Wrigley. I think it's up. Yeah, it's up from there.
Well, there you go.
I drove up to Wrigley, and I walked around Wrigleyville, and I bought a hat or two, and I just, took a picture in front of Wrigley. It was just a little teary-eyed. I couldn't go in. It was off-season.
Poor guy.
Yeah, so not this time, pal.
Did you know arena football's coming back, by the way?
Well, it's been back.
Well, kind of.
It's been back.
But no, it's coming back full force.
It's been back. We'll see what they decide to do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Vegas has a team. That's how you know it's back. Vegas loading up on all the teams. I wouldn't be surprised to see Vegas get a Major League Baseball team. Did you see, by the way, the expansion fee on Major League Baseball? Did we talk about this?
No, we didn't.
It's like $2.2 billion.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Is the expansion fee.
Ridiculous.
If you've got 2.2 bills,
Yeah, I don't.
there you go.
I don't. If I had 2.2, I'd buy the Cubs, bring them to Hartford.
See, I would do what Wrigley, the old owner of the Cubs, would do. He bought Catalina Island,
Right.
and brought the Cubs to Catalina.
I love that you're talking about Catalina. That's so great that we had that conversation. I forgot about the shirt that you gave me,
Right.
That I wore the week before.
You literally, I went there and I bought you a shirt that was like spring training home of the Cubs, like
Yeah.
1920 something or other. And then the next week, hey, did you happen to know that this?
It was nothing next week. It was like 10 years later.
No, but I'm saying, but the next you wore it, and then the next week,
yeah,
you're like, hey,
it.
do you remember this whole thing? It's like,
I'd forgotten they called it Wrigley Field.
It wasn't
in
called
Catalina.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was some extension there.
But they did at one point call it Wrigley Field.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, because it was
but
Wrigley's
what you
Island
gave me
too.
didn't say Wrigley Field. It was Catalina Cubs. Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah. Either way.
But it was just kind of funny that it slipped through the mind.
Is there anything else about Chicago you want to talk about before we wrap this one up?
Chicago. I want to hear some really good blues. I'm going to hit some jazz clubs while I'm there. That's a part of me you don't know. I love old school. Give me old school horns jazz.
I love old school jazz.
Yeah, but
But you know that about me. Yeah.
I do.
Okay,
you didn't know that about me.
I did not.
That I love that. Like when my brother and I went out there, we found a couple of places where we walked into this is seedy, but it had the best music going.
Oh yeah.
Just get a glass of scotch and sit back and
you just described New Orleans too.
Exactly. Yeah. And I've never been to New Orleans. I'd love to for that reason alone. Well, that and beignets. But I want to get to New Orleans.
The beignets are really good.
Yeah.
The beignets are good. The music is good. There's beer.
I would go for gumbo.
The gumbo is good. The po' boys are really good.
And I do have a friend now who lives really close to the French Quarter.
Uh-huh.
And he's invited me anytime to come down. So we have a place to stay if you want to go to New Orleans sometime.
I have a place to stay too, but I might stay at that as well.
And this person.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Huh.
Back when I coached football for the New England Nightmare, he was the head coach.
Oh, okay.
Ron Pittman.
Ron, okay.
Yeah,
now he's down there.
So Ron is retired and gone down there.
The last time I was in New Orleans.
What's up, Ron?
Shout out, Ron. The last time I was in New Orleans was for a bachelor party.
Oh boy.
And it was a blast.
Yeah.
And the most random thing, we're on, in the French Quarter, we're on the strip there having a good old time.
Yeah.
We're getting drunk, we're having a blast there on Bourbon Street, right?
Awesome.
And we're like, oh, you know what? Bachelor party, let's go. I won't say the bachelor's name.
Okay.
Because now he's still happily married as a result of said weekend.
As a result of, or
in spite of said
spite
weekend.
of, thank you, yeah.
Either way. So we're like, okay, you know what? We're all 3 sheets to the wind. It's time to go into Larry Flint's Hustler Club.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's go in. Let's go to the strip club. Actually, I believe I was, again, shithoused. I believe I yelled into the titty flop and was like, "Dah!" Like I was leading the charge at Gettysburg. "Dah!" Like that. So we went into the titty flop and then we were like, okay, it's this guy's bachelor party weekend. And okay, let's go get the manager and we'll see if we can set up something special. So the manager comes down and it's this guy, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
We knew Charlie.
No.
Charlie was in LA. He was an actor. He was in a movie you've seen.
Okay, you'll tell me off the air.
Yeah.
So we don't give away his identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was the guy who played
No.
Yeah, so he's a buddy of mine. Yeah, his name's
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And we go there. It's just what are you doing here? Oh, I'm the manager of this strip club. But you don't live in LA. No, I moved here a little while ago for a job, and I just stuck around.
Wow.
And now I'm managing this strip club that randomly you guys all came to for this guy's bachelor party.
Right.
And he was just like, but I have a question. Where was my invitation?
Oh.
He was on camera for all of us when we were working together at CBS, because this was all a big CBS group that was together. And it was just really...
That's awesome.
And it was just, oh my God, talk about a small world. That's what happened when I went to... Plus the beignets and the shrimp and the gumbo and all that. Probably one of the best culinary vacations I've ever taken.
I can imagine, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the music and the food are why I want to do New Orleans.
Yeah.
You ask me that at 25, you get a far different answer. You ask me that now, yeah, I want the food, I want the music, I want to experience that in New Orleans, the culture of New Orleans more.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Chicago.
Well, and the drinks and the titty flop.
Well, who doesn't enjoy that, I guess? I don't know.
Say titty flop.
No, I'm not saying those words.
Say
not
it.
going to happen.
Ah.
I'm too much of a gentleman to say those words.
Yeah.
So
it was a gentleman's club. Larry Flint's.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
That's what they call them.
There you go.
But no, in Chicago, I don't expect to visit any of those bars. I expect to get to the Billy Goat, try out some places, some great live music, and I want to experience a couple of new places there, including your Wiener place. I want to go there.
Well, I think the show's over.
Yeah, I think that ended it right there pretty easily.
Going to my wiener
hey,
room.
folks, thanks for tuning in. Please tell your friends about it. Please, please, please share. The show only gets better if we get more people and more listeners and more calls aside from Liz. So,
questions.
Calls are great. Questions are wonderful. Comments are fine. But
don't you dare recommend anything.
Don't you run this show.
Don't you dare recommend anything. I'll recommend a swift backhand to the jaw.
Yeah, and additional bungee cords.
Recently, I had to transport something in my car that didn't quite fit, so it was hanging out of my trunk, and I only had one bungee cord available to use.
Oh, hey, by the way, Craig is now listening to the show.
Oh, okay. Hey, Craig.
I yelled at him today. He goes, I don't know how to get to it. What? I don't know how to find your show. I'm like, I'll send you a link. I'll send you another link. I'll send you a third link. You will listen to the show.
Uh-huh.
I said, you'll love the show. If you don't love the show, tell me. Call and tell us you don't love the show.
Yeah, call 631-7-Mike-Mo.
Yeah, call and tell us it's a good show like Matt Carey does.
The podcast is good. I like it.
Nice. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to hear that.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, sounds like
I think
a show.
we're done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Thanks, everybody.
Yay! 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 Yay!